Verstappen, he's hit Vettel as well. Raikkonen is out before the first corner, and he's gone into the red.
Locked up, launched himself off Thierry Boutsen's rear tyre.
Look how he's been passed, and there's another coming together. A car dragging along the Arco, 2, 3 of them out. And Fabio will stop the race.
They'll have to red. They'll have to flag this.
Terrible. Oh, this is quite appalling. This is the worst start for a Grand Prix that I have ever seen in the whole of my life.
Imagine the roar of engines, the smell of burning rubber, and the crowd holding its breath as a Formula One car lifts off the ground. It's a moment every driver dreads, but some have survived, some barely. Today, we're counting down the top 10 flying F1 cars that defied gravity and terrified fans, where speed met chaos and split seconds decided life or death. And once you see number 1, you'll understand why that moment is still one of the most shocking spectacles ever caught on camera in motorsport history.
Oh my goodness! Rubens rear wings off, there goes Ralf.
Number 10. Zhou Guanyu, Silverstone 2022. It was the British Grand Prix, a crisp summer day, and Zhou Guanyu was pushing his Alfa Romeo C42 to the absolute limits. Lap 5, Copse Corner, one of the fastest, most dangerous corners on the circuit. Zhou ran wide, the curb jumped under the car, and in a heart-stopping instant, the C42 lifted off the ground. Airborne, wheels spinning, the car flipped violently. The crowd gasped, marshals froze. Then, miraculously, Zhou emerged unscathed, stepping out of the car. Modern F1 cars are engineering marvels, but this incident reminded everyone that physics still rules, and even the best drivers can be victims of the smallest miscalculation. Fans described the sight as like watching a fighter jet crash land on tarmac, and engineers immediately began analyzing the telemetry to understand just how close Zhou came to disaster. Number 9. Taki Inoue, Hungary 1995. Taki Inoue's F1 career is filled with bizarre moments, but none as surreal as this. At the Hungarian Grand Prix, the footwork FA16 got caught in a collision with the safety car. During a rescue attempt, a fire extinguisher hit Taki's car. Somehow, the FA16 lifted slightly as he tried to avoid the chaos. For a few horrifying seconds, the car appeared airborne, spinning, as fans watched in disbelief. Taki survived with minor injuries, but the footage is unforgettable, a reminder that F1 is not just fast, it can also be unpredictably dangerous and, at times, completely surreal. Commentators at the time described it as a cartoon in real life, yet it emphasized a serious truth. Even in mundane situations, high-speed physics waits to punish the slightest error. Number 8. Johnny Herbert, Malaysia 1999. At Sepang, Malaysia, the heat wasn't the only thing rising, tensions and adrenaline did too. Johnny Herbert, in his Stewart SF3, approached a high-speed chicane when a collision ahead threw debris across the track. Herbert had no time to react. The SF3 struck a ramp created by the broken parts and lifted off the asphalt for a brief, terrifying moment. Tires squealed mid-air, fans froze, and Herbert slammed back onto the track. Minor bruises were all he suffered, but this flight cemented the Stewart SF3 as one of the most airborne cars of the late 90s. Engineers immediately analyzed the crash for lessons in aerodynamics and debris management, showing how even small track incidents can have dramatic airborne consequences. Number 7. Pedro Diniz, Nürburgring 1999. The Nürburgring is a track steeped in history and danger. Pedro Diniz in the Sauber C18 was pushing through the high-speed S's when another car lost control, colliding with him at just the wrong moment. The Sauber lifted into the air, rotating mid-flight. Cameras captured the rotation perfectly. Fans froze in disbelief. The landing was brutal, suspension shredded, tires ripped, but the cockpit held, protecting Diniz. This wasn't just a car flying, it was chaos made tangible. At speeds approaching 200 miles per hour, a single misjudgment turned seconds into a life-or-death gamble. Track marshals later described the scene as like a slow-motion disaster, highlighting how every second counts when cars launch unexpectedly. Number 6. Rubens Barrichello, Imola 1994. Rubens Barrichello, a rookie full of fire, faced one of the deadliest circuits in F1, Imola. At the infamous Tamburello chicane, the Jordan 194 clipped another car during heavy braking. Barrichello's car lifted slightly, rotated mid-air, and landed hard, bouncing dangerously near the barriers. The car was shredded, debris scattered, yet Rubens walked away. The haunting image of the Jordan 194 flying through Imola will never fade. This was Imola at its rawest, unforgiving, beautiful, fast, and absolutely terrifying. Engineers later credited the survival to both the car's monocoque design and Barrichello's instinctive reaction. Fans would forever associate this incident with the thin line between bravery and catastrophe. Number 5. Martin Brundle, Melbourne 1996. Melbourne, Australia. Martin Brundle, a seasoned veteran, drove the Jordan 196 carefully until lap 3. A spin ahead created a ramp of asphalt and debris. Brundle hit it at 180 miles per hour. The Jordan lifted, rotated mid-air, and slammed down with surgical precision. The crowd erupted. Even experienced drivers flirt with disaster, and Brundle's survival was a perfect example. Engineers later reviewed the incident to understand suspension stress and airflow disruption. The Jordan 196 became a symbol of the controlled chaos of F1, a mix of skill, instinct, and luck that kept drivers alive in near-impossible scenarios. Number 4. Fernando Alonso, Melbourne 2016. Fernando Alonso, in a car that wasn't dominant that season, got caught in a Turn 1 melee at Albert Park. The McLaren MP4-31 was clipped at just the wrong angle. Wheels interlocked, the nose lifted, the car became airborne, tumbling over another machine. Sparks flew, the crowd gasped, and engineers screamed. Alonso emerged shaken but alive, a testament to modern F1 safety innovations. Watching the MP4-31 twist midair was a visceral reminder that even the smallest incident at high speed can send a car flying and leave a lasting memory. The incident sparked debate over front wing durability and curb aggressiveness, influencing design changes in the following seasons. Number 3. Ralf Schumacher, Melbourne 2001. Melbourne again, this time Ralf Schumacher in the Williams FW23. He hit a small curb while incorrectly approaching Turn 3. The car's aerodynamics betrayed him when the front wheels lifted, and the car launched into the air. Cameras caught it flipping and landing upright, a mix of terror and awe. Williams' engineering brilliance, combined with Ralph's quick reflexes, saved him. This flight was more than a scare, it was proof that F1 cars, though designed for precision, can still fly in moments of misfortune. The incident also prompted track officials to reconsider curb design at several circuits worldwide. Number 2. Christian Fittipaldi, Monza 1993. Monza, the temple of speed. Christian Fittipaldi, driving the Minardi M193B, approached a high-speed chicane. Another car spun ahead, creating an accidental launch pad. The Minardi lifted gracefully, flipping slightly mid-air. The landing was harsh, but Fittipaldi survived. For a small team like Minardi, this was terrifying, yet it highlighted the chassis integrity and design of the era. Even underdogs could survive flying into disaster. The M193B became legendary for its airborne escape, a small miracle in a dangerous sport. Commentators later called it a ballet of physics gone wrong, cementing its place in F1 lore. Number 1. Mark Webber, Valencia 2010. Finally, the most iconic. Valencia, 2010. Mark Webber, Red Bull RB6. In qualifying, aggressive curb clipping caused the car to react unpredictably. Front wheels lifted, the RB6 soared like a fighter jet over the turn. Fans froze, hearts pounding. Webber landed perfectly, calm as ever. The RB6 became a symbol of modern F1 extremes, aerodynamic mastery, engineering brilliance, and terrifying airborne potential. Webber's flight reminded the world why F1 is more than racing, it's controlled chaos at 300 km per hour. Engineers would later study the RB6's telemetry to refine aero balance and safety regulations for years to come. These 10 incidents, spanning decades, teams, and circuits, show a chilling pattern. At the edge of speed, every F1 car has the potential to fly. From Zhou Guanyu's Silverstone escape to Webber's RB6 flight, F1 isn't just a sport, it's a dance with danger. Cars become airborne, drivers survive by milliseconds, and spectators witness history unfolding before their eyes. Every car tells a story. Alfa Romeo C42, Footwork FA16, Stewart SF3, Sauber C18, Jordan 194, Jordan 196, McLaren MP4-31, Williams FW23, Minardi M193B, Red Bull RB6. Each flight captured on camera, each crash etched in memory, and each survival a testament to human courage, engineering, and a touch of luck. While modern F1 cars are safer than ever, these airborne moments are reminders of the sport's raw edge. Tracks, aerodynamics, and split-second decisions can turn a simple turn into a high-flying spectacle. From Melbourne to Monza, from Imola to Silverstone, F1 cars have defied gravity, thrilling fans, terrifying drivers, and forever altering racing history. Next time you watch an F1 race, pay attention to those curves, the angles, and the speeds. Remember the RB6S soaring, the FW23S flipping, the MP4-31S twisting, and the legends who survived. These cars aren't just machines, they are moments of pure human skill, engineering ingenuity, and raw adrenaline captured in steel and carbon fiber. If you loved this countdown, hit like, subscribe, and share it with anyone obsessed with Formula One. Keep your eyes on the track, the next flying car could be just around the corner. From crashes that reshaped safety to flights that stunned fans, F1's airborne history is wild, unforgettable, and absolutely terrifying. Stay tuned for more stories from the edge of speed.